Welcome back, guys. So we're going to be talking about some oil pressures on this Jeep Cherokee here, and let's just figure them out. Alright, so when we first bought this Jeep Cherokee, we were kind of worried about oil pressures and everything, right? So you're probably wondering why yours is so low. Well, so that's what we were worried about too. So we saw that it was low, and it's like not normally in the middle like in a lot of cars. So if you take a look inside here, right now it was cold start, so it's at like 40 right there. So it's at 40. So that's kind of where that normally is on a normal car, is around 40 pounds. And we noticed ours was kind of more leaning towards 20 or 16. And we were kind of worried for a second. So we didn't know what to necessarily think about that. So we kind of did some research, and then we decided to buy it. And then we decided to do a few things just to kind of help with oil pressure. So what you can do on these Jeep Cherokees are they actually tend to run low on pressure side of things. So instead of like a normal car like 40, it tends to run around 20 or 16. So it's actually really low oil pressure. But so one thing that we did to actually help with the pressure was to add some like oil stabilizer or oil thickener. We put in it, so it kind of just thickened it up a little bit and just kind of put the pressure up. It probably changed the pressure about 5 pounds, I don't know. So yeah, PSI or whatever that is. It starts out about 40 when it's cold, but when it warms up, it goes down about 16 to 20. So that is the normal range for this Jeep Cherokee, and I've heard on a lot of forums and places I've read that's where it actually generally runs. So from my professional experience, it runs about 20. So if you can get from a 20 to 16, like consistently, you'll be fine on these Jeep Cherokees because they're not knocking. It's just the engines just run low on pressure. So if you were worried about yours being so high up, well, like so low in pressure, you're gonna hurt your engine, whatever, you shouldn't be too bad as long as it doesn't fall below like 15. So 15 to 20 is about this normal on these things. So like if you have it between 40 and 15, like pressure wise, as it's running throughout the cycles, like when it's cold, when it's hot, it should be fine. So I wouldn't be too worried about it unless it's like going like 10. Then you should start freaking about, I don't know, like 10, between 10 and 15, that's when you start worrying about it. Think about some oil stabilizers or thickeners, or like even change the oil would help sometimes, just because sometimes it gets leaner and like less thick. So just make sure you have the right oil in it, enough oil in it, and then sometimes you can thicken it up just a little bit just to help with the pressure, so your engine will be happier that way. But overall, they do run lower, so if you're worried about that, you shouldn't be too much, and it should be fine. So with that that kind of explains what my Jeep Cherokee runs at, what I've heard other people's runs at. So that's my piece of talk from this, guys. And so mine runs about 20 average, 20 to 30. Yeah, so that's all pretty much it. And if you want to wait to see 5 reasons why I love this XJ, it'll be right here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Whoop.